Look, if you've ever felt that slight twinge of panic about where exactly your passwords, server keys, and digital secrets are living, you're definitely in the right place. We're going to look at a modern, zero-knowledge credential manager that literally shifts the balance of power and puts you right back in the driver's seat.
The whole architecture here is built on one really powerful philosophy: your credentials, your security, your rules. And honestly, that's not just some catchy marketing tagline. It's the actual, literal foundation of the whole project. The devs built this system from the ground up to completely remove your reliance on external third parties when it comes to your most sensitive data.
I mean, take a second and really think about this. Who actually holds the keys to your digital life? If your API keys and root passwords are just sitting on somebody else's cloud server, do you truly have control over them? Because when someone else hosts the database, they inherently have some level of access, right? Or at the very least, they become this massive centralized target for hackers. Well, Keyper was built to solve that exact dilemma.
Section 1. Taking back your keys and the power of self-hosting.
So how does it actually solve that centralization problem? Basically, by making self-hosting ridiculously approachable. You really don't need a degree in sysadmin to get this going. You can literally have Keyper running on your own infrastructure in under 5 minutes. If you've got Node.js 18 or higher installed, a simple npm or npx command just spins it right up. Or if you're like me and prefer containers, boom, there's a Docker deployment. And once it's alive, the slick zero-config in-app wizard walks you right through the setup.
Section 2. Storing every digital secret, the ultimate arsenal. Okay, so you've got it installed. What exactly goes inside this thing? Well, it's not just for standard website passwords. Obviously, it handles those flawlessly, but it's really designed to protect your entire digital footprint. We're talking API keys, sensitive PDFs, SSL certificates, tokens, even those weird miscellaneous multi-line bash scripts we all somehow have lying around. Keyper locks all of it down.
But, throwing everything into a vault is only helpful if you can actually find it later, right? So to keep your secrets from turning into a chaotic mess, they built in a really robust smart organization system. You've got categories, custom tags, and priority levels from low all the way to critical, plus real-time search. But the real lifesaver here? The expiration tracking. If you manage SSL certs or API keys, you know that sheer panic of a random expiration taking down your whole stack. Well, Keyper tracks those dates for you so you never miss a renewal again. Absolutely crucial.
Moving to Section 3. Enterprise-grade zero-knowledge security, the fortress. Okay, so the big question, how is this data actually protected? We've talked about storing it, but the security is what makes or breaks a tool like this. The whole thing runs on a zero-knowledge architecture. What does that actually mean in practice? Think of it like this. Keyper provides a massive, impenetrable safe, but your web browser is the only place the key is ever forged. Every single bit of encryption happens client-side. The server, the network, the database, they never see your unencrypted data, and they never, ever see your master passphrase. If we dig into the cryptography a bit, it's using the absolute gold standard stuff here. We're talking AES 256 GCM encryption. But maybe even more importantly, it uses Argon2 ID for key derivation. And why does that matter? Because Argon2 ID is what's called memory hard and ASIC resistant. Basically, it makes it insanely difficult and incredibly expensive for a bad actor to use specialized hardware to brute force your master passphrase. Without your exact key, your data is literally just useless noise.
And hey, what if you're working in a coffee shop and step away from your keyboard for a minute? Keyper's got this strict 15-minute inactivity auto lock. Now, it does use activity detection, so it's not going to randomly lock you out while you're right in the middle of typing something. But the second you actually leave it idle for 15 minutes, boom, the vault slams shut.
Now, what if you're not flying solo? Say you've got a small dev team, or maybe you just want to share a server with your family. Keyper handles multi-user setups brilliantly by leveraging row-level security, or RLS. This is huge because it means at the deepest database level, your vault is completely isolated. Even if another user on your server somehow queried the database directly, the database itself would just flat out deny them access to your rows.
All right, Section 4. Choose your database backend, focusing on deployment.
So when it comes to deployment, this system is incredibly flexible. Whether you're running a massive home lab or just a local machine, you basically get 2 distinct paths for your backend. If you want pure 100% offline isolation, you just go with local SQL. Zero config, no internet required, it just stores everything locally.
But if you're someone who needs multi-device sync across your phone and laptop, you can seamlessly connect it to a hosted Superbase Postgres project. The choice is totally up to you.
And regardless of which database route you take, you can access your vault from pretty much anywhere. You've got your standard web app, of course, but you can also install it as a progressive web app on your phone, which feels super snappy and native. On desktop, they've got full Electron apps, Windows installers, Linux app images, .deb files, the whole shebang. It's really just a unified experience across every screen you own.
Section 5. Recovery without admin backdoors. The failsafe. Okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. The terrifying question that keeps everyone up at night when they switch to a self-hosted zero-knowledge setup. What on earth happens if you forget your master passphrase? In a corporate setting, an IT admin just clicks a button and resets it. Not here. Keyper has a strict zero-admin override policy. No backdoors, period. Because it uses hash-only storage, no one, not a hacker, not even the server admin, can force their way into your vault. But surprisingly, there is still a failsafe if you ever get locked out.
Here's how it works. Keyper uses this really clever bcrypt-only authentication model. So, if you forget your password, you can actually perform an emergency reset. But, and this is a massive but, only if you have direct root access to the database itself. You literally have to go into the database, open the config table, generate a brand new bcrypt hash with your new password, and swap out the old one. It's a very manual, deliberate process, kind of like wiring your own secret emergency exit. But it guarantees maximum security while ensuring you don't permanently lock yourself out of your own infrastructure. So, we've looked at the zero-knowledge architecture, the super flexible deployments, and the intense security model. And I'm going to leave you with this. If you're getting tired of handing over your digital life, your API keys, your private docs to third-party cloud servers that are constantly getting breached, well, maybe it's time to take back your keys. Spin up Keyper and start setting your own rules. Are you ready to build your own digital fortress?